Wusa. I have to Wusa. So it's 4:38 here. Can you see that? It's 4:38 in the morning, bro. Okay. I wake up to a shit ton of messages. Thank you for everybody who messaged me and let me know what was going on. I put a photo up of my grandmother on Facebook last night because I watched a movie and it was about grandmothers, and I'm like, damn, like I miss my grandma. What I wouldn't give just to have a conversation with her again. So I put the picture up. Then I'm noticing, I'm like, okay, I'm not in jail on any of my profiles now, so I should be able to go live. Try to go live on each one of them individually, even the new one that I just created that I've never had any Facebook community strikes on. Can't go live. I keep getting this message. I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to show you everything I've been getting. So while I'm doing that, I find out that Facebook has completely removed my ability to go live. And I'm like, why? Like, why can't I go live? What is it? What is it that's happening? What is it that is somebody reporting me? Is this really Facebook after me? Like, what is it? I don't even know what the picture is now. So anyways, then I find out this was plastered over my grandmother's picture. You may have been exposed to material showing child sex abuse. Now, there are actually videos, Facebook groups, with actual child sex abuse, but those videos stay up. You report the groups, they say, it doesn't go against any community standards. You report anything that actually goes against their standards and they do nothing about it. But a photo of my grandma, bro. That's my grandma. A photo of my grandma is labeled as child sex abuse. What? This is the most infuriating, frustrating, annoying experience that I've had. In the social climate that we're in, Black voices matter, right? Which Black voices matter? These ones? I know everybody saw this picture, this video. These Black voices matter? Twerking on cars? Yeah. Black Lives Matter, bro. Look, man, I can't look. This is literally, I can't make anything full screen on Facebook. I can't respond to messages on Facebook. That's a lot on Facebook, though, bro. I'm glad Terrence K is back. This is a lot. This is a lot on Facebook, bro. I've reached out to Project Veritage. In fact, every time I put a post up, I need you guys to spam my comment section and tag them in it. I wrote them an email. I'm actually pretty cool with Officer Tatum's wife. I'm gonna ask her what they do as far as the censorship, how they get around it. Shadow ban until you delete whatever you post that they don't like. I'm not deleting anything. I'm not deleting anything. I don't post anything that goes against the standards. If anything, my opinions and my existence goes against their standards because I put a picture of my grandma up and some weirdo, because of course there's a weirdo reporting my stuff too, decided to report it as child porn. Like it's the dumbest shit ever, man. This photo is child porn. Please show me where. I know of 2 individuals that are still harassing me to this day. And everybody knows who I'm talking about. They're probably watching this video right now. I can guarantee you there is a thumbs down on my video right now. Look at my YouTube video. You guys tell me right now, if you're watching on Hot Mic, is there a thumbs down video? Is there a thumbs down on the like and dislike ratio? I bet you it is. Told you. I told you, bro. Jenny Martin, bro. Raven Dak. Now I'm going to say your names. You guys are miserable. You have nothing better to do with your time than to bother a total stranger. I don't know you. You don't know me. You collected funds using my name, using other people's names. You bought my merch to burn it. To burn it. Yes, it's that serious out here. She bought my merch to burn it. She's upset because I won't acknowledge Q. The other girl is just batshit crazy. This is what you got to deal with on Facebook, bro. Or just in life when you're popular in society and you have a following, man. Weirdos come out of the woodwork. I just gave their names. They're burning their own money. They really are. They really are, man. I really just wanted to get on here because I can't go live on Facebook. I think I could post a video, but I've been reluctant to do that because who knows what somebody's going to report my video as. I can come on YouTube and have more freedom to say what I want to say. But on Facebook, I could put up a video and stare at the screen and get flagged for bullying. That's how real it is, bro. Flagged for bullying. Can't you just keep blocking them? I can't block them if they don't comment. She doesn't comment. Neither one of them. They don't comment because they know when I see their name, I'm going to block you. And she's probably doing it on Cash's page as well because she's a psychopath. You guys need help. And I pray every day that you get it. I really do. I pray every day that I will leave you. I will leave your mind because, bro, I'm there rent free every day of your life and you don't even know me. I'm not. I'm going through this for a reason. Whatever the reason is, I'm coming out on top. It's just annoying. These people need to get a life. They really do, man. They ain't got nothing better to do. Nothing better to do. I'm sleepy. Excuse me. I'm sleepy and I'm irritated. That's a bad combination with me. I'm not even a morning person. I'm shocked that I'm even up talking to you this damn early because I'm not a morning person. It's okay. It is what it is. Just letting you guys know what's actually happening to especially to black conservatives, bro. Like Terrence K got taken down off of Facebook for months, shadow banned for months. Candace Owens is in a constant war with Facebook. Hodge twins can't go live anymore. They post videos. They don't go live. I don't even think Brandon Tatum is on Facebook. None of us. I don't want to leave Facebook completely, but I do think I'm going to start being more active on what do you call it? Instagram. Because I can't do this, bro. If you don't have my Instagram, here it is. You can follow it. Follow my Instagram. See what I post on here. I do go live on here every now and then. Not often. Not even on cap. But you can follow me here. Oh, this is crazy, bro. Rumble. I uploaded the video to Rumble. But like I said, I'm not on there. I'm not on there. I don't. All these social media apps, bro, is ridiculous that you gotta hop around like this. Bruh. I don't know. 2 thumbs down here. I'm telling you, bro, people are weird. They have nothing better to do with life. Just straight up weird, bro. Thumbs down for what? What did I say that you don't like? Like, what did I say? Is it just me? I feel like it's because I'm black, man. Is that what it is? Let me see. Okay, Cash Kelly, the Streetlight. Let me see how many thumbs down are on this. Oops. Close player. Open it up, man. Ooh, here we go. 2 thumbs down. For what? Somebody make it make sense, man. There's 30 people watching. See, now I'm about to call you out. 32 people watching and only 15 likes. Come on, man. Help Cash out. We have to keep this page active until he's home. Help Cash out and get those likes up. Do me that favor, too. I'm oppressed. No, I won't say I'm oppressed. No. But I get what you're saying. I'm going to watch it go up to 30. See, I'm not like, what's the name? My favorite person on YouTube. Everybody knows who my favorite person is on YouTube. Maybe you do. Do you know who my favorite person is on YouTube? 22. There's probably people watching that don't necessarily like me either. Hell yeah. Kevin Samuels, man, he will put a whole stop to the show. The Godfather. Put a whole stop to the show and play the most annoying noise ever. It was funny. You see 31 likes? I don't. We're looking at it live. Where's it at? How do I get over here? There we go. Here, I'm going to throw a thumbs up on his page as well. All right, let's go to mine. 20 people watching. Ah, nice. And there's a thumbs down on PTP because people are. I'm telling you, yo, people are miserable as fuck. They have nothing better to do other than just mess with people, bro. What do you think your thumbs down is doing? I'm literally asking. What is it doing? And that's probably Jenny Martin too. And Raven Deck. Oh man. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. It means a lot to me. Thank you guys for giving me a thumbs up across all the platforms we have. This is the only way we beat the system, and this is the way I beat the trolls, bro. You guys are whack. You guys are whack. You got nothing better to do. Like nothing better to do, man. You, they are expressing themselves. Look at this. I don't expect you to understand because nobody knows you. They are allowed to express themselves, but they're not allowed to harass me. They're not allowed to harass my viewers. They're not allowed to scam people out of money, which is what these people are doing. So, this is a say, bro. You don't even want to call out a child molester because they're black. I'm telling you, like, your comments irk my soul. They irk my soul. And it's not even because I don't like you. It's literally because you're so biased, bro. You're so biased. And it ain't even on purpose because you can't help it. It's sad, yo. Thank you. I'm not attacking nobody. You don't like what I have to say? Don't tune in. It's pretty simple. Yeah, thank you everybody who went to all of our different platforms and hit that thumbs up. That's dope. Here, let's go to Instagram and talk about a few different things. You're sad, bro. How do you look at who's mad? I'm sitting here talking to my viewers about what I'm experiencing across the board on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. I don't care if people give me a thumbs down. I'm talking about two individuals. I do know your views because you definitely said it was fake. Like, first of all, let's pull up your comment because I have no reason to lie. Matter of fact, you can bring your ass on here. You act like I'm scared, yo. I'm gonna back down from something. You put yourself out there. You made that comment publicly. And the only reason you did it is because the dude is black, bro. How do we know this is true? How do we know it's not fake news? What are your sources? My sources are Floridians tagging me, telling me what's happening. My sources are children who spoke out. Those are my sources. The link is always in your inbox. My Instagram, it is a Sunni the middle child. It's my name, the same right here. If you see it on the bottom right here, that is my Instagram. That's my Rumble. That's my name to everything. Literally, except for YouTube. I don't got 10 minutes, bro. I don't know how you think I'm going to sit here for 10 minutes at 4 in the morning. Hello? Well, you know what? I'm going to wait for you. I'm going to give you that respect. Let's pull up her comments first. Now, I got a ton of comments on Instagram, so it might be a little hard to find it. But let's do this. Dang, you guys are about to see my inbox. All up in my business. Thank you, Larry. Oh, Leroy. Lacey Leroy. Thank you. What are you on Instagram? What is Cash? Cash doesn't have an Instagram anymore. Hey, Jacqueline, I'm sorry. Listen, my brain was shot after that too. It's all right. She had no clue what she was talking about. She gave me a full-blown headache. I thought my brain was gonna fall out listening to that lady, bro. So this lady right here, and I love her. She's really cool. She used to come to my comment section just to annoy me, just to disagree. And I've noticed that over the last few weeks, she's been more receptive to listening to me and actually having conversation with me. So shout out to you, Black History _ every month. She's dope. I love having interactions with people that are willing to sit down and talk. Where's your comment? Here we go. She doesn't know that I'm not a Republican, which is why I say that you're ignorant, bro. In fact, I call out the Republican Party, which is why a lot of people are pissed off of me across the board on Facebook, on YouTube. I'm telling you, bro, as soon, yeah, that's the homie. I love him. That's the homie. As soon as I started calling out conservatives and Republicans, I lost so many followers. It's crazy. I gained a lot too, but folks, one guy yesterday was in Christine's comment section. And he was like, "Why don't you speak against communism?" And I said, "I do." Well, what does that have to do with the Republican Party and how they're doing absolutely nothing? And by the way, I'm going to be doing a show with James Sullivan in about an hour. We're going to get on here and chop it up. What does it got to do with the Republican Party? Well, here it is. The left is just evil. So the right's not evil? Well, not as bad as the left. Okay, so what's your problem? Well, you don't talk about communism. And you know what he called me? He's like, "You're a liberal pretending to be conservative, not pretending to be Republican." I'm like, I'm not even Republican, bro. If you look up my voters record, I'm not registered as any party. I've never been registered as any party. I've been non-affiliated for years since I could vote. What? Here's Tiffany's comment. Who is this guy? What's his name? How do we know this isn't fake news? Need more info. And I responded. I said, "Stop the bullshit, bro. Children were hurt. He's BLM. I have no reason to lie. If he was white, you wouldn't give a damn," which is facts. If he was white, you wouldn't give a damn. If he was white, you would have kept on scrolling. You probably wouldn't have liked anything. In fact, if he was a Trump supporter, you would have came to my comment relishing. "Oh, look at these Trump supporters." But because he's black, how do you know he did this? Because kids said it did. Undocumented children that the liberals claim to care about so much. Black Lives Matter has a mantra on their website where they say they're trying to create a safe and thriving environment for mothers and children. Well, their leaders don't. Their activists don't. Somebody posted the article. Full article. I was curious as well. He's very real. His name is Tay Anderson. What's happening, Ronald? Here we go. I just want to know. Okay, bear with me. I just want to know more. You're all about facts, right? You left out all the details, so I want to read more. Is that a problem? No. If you want to read more, then go to the app that's called Google and type in this very name and do your own research. And you'll find out exactly what I found out. It's a problem when you come to my comments section and completely try to destroy not even destroy, but like question the validity of the story, hashtag fake news in it, say you need more info, and then you don't go do the shit yourself. I'm not here to help you. I'm not here to spoon feed you. I'm not here to do none of that. I'm here to put these stories out on the table so that America knows what's going on. It is your job to go research, not mine. It's after 4, bro. Look, we'll tell that to her. He's telling you she isn't here to spoon feed us. Do your research. That is what's wrong with this country. Absolutely. You want to be spoon fed the information. Take what's being said and research. Do your fucking research. And you know what your comment is? We'll tell that to her. Mrs. Research and Facts. This is the same. I'm going to show you our messages too, because this is the same woman that told me I'm not a professional. Oh, bro, we got a whole axe to grind, bro. I don't understand why black folks do this to other black people. You try to take away from who they are because you don't like what we're saying, bro. That don't make no fucking sense. If I did the same thing about Trump or Republicans, she would be saying the same thing. Where's the proof? You know what? I wouldn't, because I would go research. And if I found out that you were in error in your message, I would relish and smack you in the fucking face with facts, bro. If you were right, I would give you your props. But you don't have that ability because you don't research what you said yourself. You don't know any of this shit that's going on, but you constantly have a freaking opinion, bro. That is the weirdest mindset to have. Where's the proof? The site. Nobody to me. But whatever. Who are you? Nobody to me. Now go have a good day. Mind your business when I'm speaking to Sunni. Everybody else was more than grateful. This lady even said, thank you for bringing it up. Our local news is barely covering it. Nobody else on here was freaking out. In fact, the lady that always argues with me, or used to, she even chimed in. She's like, man, there's a bad bunch. There's bad apples in every bunch. This is crazy. I'm going to show the messages too, man, because I'm telling you, I think people like this are whack, bro. She came on here with me and Casey probably about, this was a couple months ago now, maybe about like a month or two ago. And she tried to say that the Adam Toledo situation was racially motivated and the cop shot him because he's a minority. She has this thought process that cops treat black folks differently. And I just showed a video of that being complete hogwash, and I'll show it again. But I put up a video a post on my stories about the young boy. He's a 5-year-old who was left at the border by, I don't know if it was his parents or Coyote. You don't know how these kids are getting there, but he's screaming at the top of his lungs. And I don't want to see the video anymore because it's absolutely heartbreaking. And I'm sure you guys have all seen it. Screaming at the top of his lungs, begging for them not to leave him. Please don't leave me. Please don't leave me. And then I put up a post on my story, and I was like, why do we have 5-year-olds at the border screaming for their parents not to leave them? Like, what's going on? And do you know what was said to me? Instead of saying, wow, this is really sad, man, she had the nerve to say, it's been an issue for years and years, but I didn't see you talk about it when the last administration did this. You clearly haven't been watching me. You clearly haven't been watching me, because Trump is not above law. He's very much so subject to error. Okay. There were a lot of things that he did that I didn't agree with. Everybody knows that. And so I got frustrated. I'm not gonna lie. How many people talked about the border under Obama? How many of us talked about the border under Trump? How many of us did? Raise your hand in the comment section. I don't know. You're taking too long, bro. It's past 10 minutes, man. People almost drowning in the river. There's a lot of things going on at the border, okay? She didn't like what I had to say. And she said, I don't have an issue. The border is out of control, and no kid shouldn't be left alone. It seemed to me like you always got something to say now that Biden is in office. For somebody who doesn't like fucking Biden, you sure have so much to say when I speak about him. I don't have an issue. I've watched you and Cash for a while, and you didn't come down on them as you do now, which is not true. Oh, she's here finally. Ugh. Ugh. Then I'm told to go into politics because all we do is state opinions.
Hello?
Oh, man, bro. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay, hi.
Hello.
Thank you for waiting.
You're welcome.
All right, so I was trying to listen to you while I was walking out of work. So can you I know you was reading some of the messages that I was sending, so if you kind of catch me up.
You don't like when I say anything. When I say something, you have a rebuttal. You question me. You question the validity of our organizations, what we do. We're not professional. We're not this. Y'all don't know. And it's annoying. It's really annoying, and it's insulting. And my energy, I don't have tolerance for you anymore. I don't. It's gone. I had no problem sitting and talking with you before because I thought you really wanted to get information and understand what's going on, but you don't, bro. You absolutely don't. If it's not a black Democrat or a black person that's on the wave that you're riding, bro, you're so quick to tear them down. The proof is right here. You don't even know me from Adam, bro. And you're going to tell me and what I do, you're not professional. Are you guys getting paid? Are you in the communities that you guys have opinions about? Why the fuck would I speak on it if I'm not there? I don't know what I'm talking about.
Why is that a problem with me saying that?
Because you've been on the show how many times?
2 times.
Where does Cash come from? The hood.
Yeah, I actually know. I know Cash. When he was in Indiana, because I'm originally from Ohio, so I know Cash on a more level than this stuff. I know a lot of people that he knew.
Okay. I'm from Erie, Pennsylvania, which is the slums, bro. You don't have anything positive to say ever,
That's not
except to Casey. And I find that ironic. Casey, of all people, you kiss his ass, but everybody else you got a problem with.
because he doesn't get mad if I don't agree with him. You
See,
are
here we
so
go.
rude. You are so rude when I don't agree with you.
How is questioning what I do you disagreeing with me? Please, what did you have to disagree about?
Like things that you say. All I'm asking is like for this example, you're so quick to throw names, quick to throw sites and this
What
and
names did
that.
I throw?
No, I'm talking about when you talk about things, you cite your sources, you know, but this time all I asked was, who is this guy? You didn't put his name. Like you didn't put like that website. I've never heard of that website, which that doesn't mean anything, but usually you come with more facts and you came with nothing. So I was like, how do I know that that's true?
Why can't you research it? You're sitting right there. I don't need to. I don't need. First of all, I don't owe anybody anything. If I decided to put a picture up there, go research it. I didn't call you anything. I simply told you you're frustrating and this bullshit.
And that's okay.
If that's rude,
No,
then
I'm
so
not
be
talking
it.
about just me. Like you don't hurt my feelings. I'm just talking about the things that you say. Just because we don't agree, the things how you reply to me, like it's not called for. Like we can have a conversation just because we don't agree on everything is okay.
I don't want to agree with you.
And
If
that's
I
okay.
can respect you enough to have a conversation and to allow you to come on my platform, I expect the same. And you don't respect me at all, bro. It's obvious in your messages. It is
How do I know
obvious. And you wonder why I went the fuck off. Would do you question Black Lives Matter the way you question me?
when people talk about it? Absolutely, yes.
So you asked the leaders of Black Lives Matter, are you
Oh,
professional?
I don't talk to people
Oh,
people in those organizations. No, I don't have time for that.
why? But you got time to talk to me.
Sometimes when I have a little bit of time and I see it pop up on my phone, I'm like, oh, what are they talking about? Because sometimes you guys talk about good things, interesting things. I've told you the very first time I came, listening to you guys explain things has opened up my eyes. Yes, you know,
That's a lie.
even
The very first time you watched me, bro, you called me all types of derogatory names.
no, I just called you a snowflake. Not all
That's a
types,
derogatory name.
but it's not all types. It was one.
Okay.
Yes,
As if
absolutely.
one makes it any better. You don't know me
How do
from
you-
Adam. You're a snowflake.
That's my opinion.
Okay.
Well, it was my opinion. And I'm not the only black person that have called you names, and I'm not going to be the last.
So don't. Okay. What is your disagreement, man?
On this post, nothing. All I wanted to know was more, a little bit more. You usually on your post, you usually have more information, and all I wanted, it wasn't a whole big thing. It wasn't to do anything, just to get more information so I can look it up and see, like, oh shoot, just like when you posted that whole thing about that black lady who bought those $1 million homes. You know, I was like, oh, she put more information. I looked it up and I've read it. I'm like, well, damn, like she doing all of this. Nobody knows about that stuff. Nobody hears about that stuff. They don't put that stuff out there. So that was just my only thing. It's just I didn't think I said anything wrong. I just wanted more information about what you were talking about with Black Lives Matter. That's it. And then you always got to come with something smart. That's it. Go ahead. You want to say something? Go ahead.
No, I don't.
Like
Really don't.
when we first started talking, you were like, I feel like, you know how you even had a whole show about like people are talking about you and being rude to you and that you're not changing or whatever. But since I've started watching you guys till now, like I feel well. I know you don't like the way when people say I feel, but I feel you have changed because it's like you're so short, you're so like blunt, and you're just so nasty with your responses.
Hey, everybody who's watched me since day one, please tell this girl you have yet to feel how rude I can get.
Well, I
You
don't.
haven't even seen where I started from and who I am now. The fact that I'm even talking to you is progression because I would have flipped you off and told you where to go 2 years ago.
And that's okay
You
too.
definitely like you don't watch me, bro. You watch an episode every now and then. You tuned in. I've never seen your name before. Never even seen you tune in, bro.
I see. I can only tune in when I can, and sometimes even if I'm on for 5 or 10 minutes, I see what you guys are talking about. If it's something that's interesting, I'll stay on a little bit longer, or sometimes I hop off. You know. And this time I was at work, almost leaving, and I know you're in a different time zone, so it's like sometimes you come on at like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning our time, which is in the afternoon for you. But I try to catch you as much as I can.
You can have your opinions. I don't care. Um, People are rude. Calling somebody a coon is rude. I don't think I've called anybody a name. I don't even do that. Um, Burning people's merch is rude. Going around collecting funds in my name is rude. Reporting my grandmother's photo as child pornography is rude.
Absolutely.
What have I done rude to people besides say something they don't like?
No, as far as I know, that's it. But yes, those things when you said it, I'm like, wow, why would somebody do that? Like that I don't agree with. I mean, for someone to make money off of your name, like like I would press charges. Like, who are these people?
Liberals.
See, there you go. Why I gotta be liberals? You don't think Republicans and conservatives are doing it? See? Now, if I would have said that, you would
Because
have
they're
got mad at me.
liberal. You see how you get in your feelings? These people are literally Biden voters. Why you gotta do that? Because that's what the fuck they are. They're Biden voters. What would you like me to call them? Humans? Like what?
I mean, but if they were Trump if they were Trump voters, would you say the same thing?
Why wouldn't I? See, you have not been watching me for the last 2 weeks. There's no way you
Yes,
have.
I have. I
No,
have.
you have. So
I
then
was
you would
even
have
on
saw me
yesterday.
talking about Republicans and conservatives because that's all I've
You
been
guys
talking
had a
about
whole
for 2 weeks
conversation.
straight.
Yes, I've been listening when you was with Eric and Casey. I've been seeing it. Kaylee, I think that's her name is. I hear see a little bit. You only talk. Come on now. You only talk about because you only started talking about Republicans because I guess something about Trump joining in sooner or something like that, coming back to the government.
Nope. Nope. You don't
Yeah,
have my Facebook either. No. You watch on
I don't have
YouTube.
Facebook. Yeah, I don't have Facebook.
Okay. Which is why you have no clue what you're talking about. Because I've been talking about Republicans since I've been doing my shows.
What do you say
I've
about it? You
been
don't say anything
calling them
bad
out.
about. You don't know. You do not say anything bad about Republicans
Bro,
or Trump or the Trump family. Nothing. Nothing at
why would
all.
I say something bad about the Trump family? For what? These people have
Because they,
done nothing. What do I'm going to talk about Hunter Biden because he's a pedophile. Okay? There's videos of him violating young girls. I'm sorry y'all don't like that. But you're a pedophile, I'm calling you out. I don't
and
care.
there's videos of Trump too.
Where?
There's out there. It's out there. They had a whole big thing about him. He told that guy from that one Hollywood something about grabbing pussy, women,
So
whatever.
what? A lot of rich men do that. Chris Brown does it. Do you
So
guys
they
get
make
mad
it
at him?
okay. No, it doesn't make it okay. It doesn't make it okay.
Oh
But it's
man.
okay for him, right?
Unlike you guys, I'm not biased. Okay. And what Trump said didn't offend me. He said, when you're rich and you're powerful, they let you grab them by the pussy. And it's true. So if you don't like that, then don't like it. Don't like it.
I mean, I don't get offended. Like stuff like that don't offend me, but it's just like ignorant. Like it's ignorance. Because that's the thing. These rich people have that mentality that they think it's okay that people, because they have power, they have money, they think they have power, that they can just do whatever they want to people. Just like Harvey Weinstein, like because he has so much money, he think he can go treat women like that, and like Bill Cosby, he has money, he's Bill Cosby, so he think that he can have sex with women and think that he can get away with it because he has money, just like these celebrities, these football players, basketball players, like, but it doesn't make it okay because you have money.
So do you care that Biden smells little girls' hairs and touches them inappropriately
That's
live
not
on TV?
okay.
So if I'm talking about everybody, like what is it? I'm talking about the people that deserve to be talked about. Like, please state your issue, because I talk about everybody. I literally talk about everybody, bro. I lost followers for talking about Republicans. People do not want to hear about themselves. You know what's happening on the right now? They're getting a mirror image of what the left looks like, and they look like the left, and they don't like it because I'm talking about it. And I really don't give a fuck, because the truth is the truth.
My issue with you is I've noticed that you are just so hard on the Black community. Like, I've never heard you say anything positive about the Black community. Unless you're doing these shows when I'm asleep.
Oh man, bro.
I don't hear you say anything good or positive about the Black community. Like you said, there's no racism, there's no white supremacy. Like, how does that even make sense to you?
Guys,
maybe
my Black viewers, please, Black viewers, please highlight all the Black excellence that I've had on Mata, all the Black excellence that I bring on my shows, on every Monday. I had King Randall on my show.
I saw that show.
But I don't talk about Black people in a positive light.
Not really, no. Most of the time, no.
Okay.
You saying you do?
I know I do. I don't really care what you think. I know what I do on a daily basis.
Okay. But your response is you're being rude. Not now. I'm talking about when I go on your Instagram.
Oh man.
You always have to come back rude just because I don't agree with your post. But that's how everybody's not going to agree with you.
That's not true.
You have never agreed or anything that I've said on your when I comment on.
That's not true. If you say something ignorant, I'm going to respond with ignorance.
So when I asked you for more details, that was ignorant?
You didn't ask for more details. You hashtagged fake news. How do we know this is true? When we're speaking about kids, bro.
You need more info.
So find it yourself. I'm not responsible for doing that for you.
But you give out all these facts and stuff on your show to everybody else.
On a show, not on Instagram.
Well, no,
Instagram is reposting.
But
thank you. Democrats, all they talk about is slavery, racism. You ain't never gonna be shit. You don't know how to use a computer. You don't know how to do this. Come on, bro. But y'all got a problem with what I talk about. Y'all don't give a damn what these white people get on TV and say about y'all day in and day out. But I gotta watch what I talk about.
Yeah, but just like Biden said, you ain't Black if you vote for Trump. Like that was so like infuriated me, because that was just so, I don't even like Trump, but that was just so ignorant. Like,
Hey.
So no, I get on both sides. When I feel right is right and right is right and wrong is wrong is wrong is wrong, that's our opinions. That's just how I see things. We may not see the same thing.
Hold up. I talk about things like this. I don't know any Black person that's mad at me for talking about this.
Oh, I saw that on Instagram. That's just ignorant.
And guess what? You didn't comment not one time. But guess what? You comment the hell out of something that you want to challenge me on, which is why you get mad.
No, I would have, but I listen. When I see your things, it's just not always. It could be late. I could be in the middle of something, or I forget. No, because I saw that. I'm like, I think Baller Alert posted that. I'm like, and I commented on there like, no, that is not wrong. That's nasty. And why would Chicago PD even allow that? But that's what's wrong with our people.
And that's what I talk about.
Now that's okay. Say whatever about that. I would agree with you 100% on that.
I'm not going to label a police shooting racist if it's not racist. Not
Well,
doing
if you
it.
feel it's not racism, if you
No,
think
if I don't understand how you can go into that officer's mind and say you're racist.
how can you go in that officer's mind and not say he's not racist? Because you don't know what he's thinking.
How can you call him racist?
Because that's my opinion. I think if I think that he did that, he handled that situation because that person was black, and I feel like he wouldn't have done that situation to a white person. Okay, yes, that's racist. No,
No. That's like me calling you a homophobe because you fought a gay person or you did something to a gay person. So, oh, damn, you did that because you're a homophobe. How would you feel? And people don't know why you did it. People don't know the story behind it. People don't know if that person attacked you. They don't know anything but the 15-second clip they watched. And now you're a homophobe.
mm-hmm.
Because that's what you're doing to police. Oh, I watched you do this to a black man. You're a racist. And you don't even know.
And we all really don't know because we wasn't there. But I know that the white police officers, probably black too, treat black people differently. They handle situations differently because I've seen videos that white people beat up cops and run out and they don't get shot in the back for running away. So my only argument is on cops and just people in general to treat everybody the same. Just like what we stand for the flag, liberty and justice for all. That is not true. That is not true.
So how come every black
So that's
person doesn't get treated that way?
it's not all in anything. Not all. Like, I've been pulled over by cops in my life several times, got tickets, and I'm still alive. But it don't happen
Okay.
like that for all people.
But when you see it on TV, all cops interact with black people that way. If they don't interact with you that way, or me, or my dad, or my uncles, or most of the black folks that I know, why would it be just because it's on TV that now white cops treat black people different? You literally just said, I'm alive. And you're alive because why?
Probably because I cooperated and I didn't pose as a threat.
So how is that a white or black thing? Maybe that's just a cultural thing. Let's erase race barriers from the table. When white people take a swing at officers, they get fucked up. Not every case.
But they're alive.
Shoot. Most of them, more white people die than black folks every year. Nobody thinks that when a cop shoots somebody, it's, oh, thank you, police officers. Nobody is relishing in the fact that a cop shot somebody. But I'm not going to give somebody that label. That is a very strong thing to say about somebody. And you guys throw it around like it's the word bitch. If somebody were to ever call me racist, I would feel some type of way because I don't hate any race and I don't think I'm above any race. And that's literally what you're saying about somebody on a screen that you don't know. What's what?
So what's racism to you?
Racism is the 40s, the 20s, the 30s. I'll even give you the 50s and the early 60s because my mom was born after 3 years after civil rights. They faced racism because there were white people that would call you a nigger and tell you that you're not shit and remove opportunities from you. You're in 2021. You're driving a nice car. You work a job that you went to school for, and nobody stopped you from doing that. You go wherever you want to go. There are no signs that say white and black. That doesn't exist. That's true racism. And I firmly believe if our ancestors were to come back and see what y'all are labeling as racism, they'd be ready to slap the fire out of y'all. What you mean? Oh, you can go to any school you want to go to? Where's the racism? Oh, you get a scholarship for simply being black? Oh, y'all got your own colleges? They couldn't do that. That's true racism. And I appreciate what the ancestors did, which is why I will always stand up for them. And I won't let black folks now do what's called stolen valor. And stolen valor is pretty much when you pretend like you served in the military and you want the admiration of somebody who served when you didn't actually serve. Black folks today haven't served, and it's stolen valor.
So you don't think that if a black person go to an all-white school and they're treated differently because of their that's not racism, or people are treated differently because of the color of their skin, the type of hair that they have, that's not racism to you?
No, that's prejudice, and people are allowed to have whatever prejudices they want. I don't date dark-skinned men. Well, I'm married, but I don't like dark-skinned men. I don't find them attractive. I'm good. I barely even I wanted to even date a black man. Am I racist?
Yeah,
That's racist?
that's racist. Like, you just put out a statement that you don't want to date your own people, dark-skinned people. That's racist.
So I can't date a light-skinned black person? I gotta be with a dark-skinned man?
No. But you made it clear. It says, I'm not going to date dark-skinned black men.
Yes. How's
How
that
is that?
racist? My husband is half black, bro.
And that's okay. Like, that's fine. But you say you don't want to date a certain color because of, okay, is it you don't want to date a dark-skinned black person because they're dark-skinned?
No, because
That's
I just don't
racist.
find them attractive. I don't find Hispanic men attractive either. I don't find white men attractive either. So am I racist towards those groups too? I don't want to be with an Indian man. I don't want to be with an Asian man. Am I racist towards any of those?
Yeah. I mean, I understand you have I understand you have your type, your preference, but when you come out and say, "Oh, I'm not going to date you because I wouldn't date him because he's dark skinned," yes,
I just said the same thing about Hispanics. I wouldn't date a Mexican.
yes, and you think that's like you don't think that's racist? You don't think that's
No.
racism?
No.
So what if
Do
somebody
you?
say, what if a white man? No, wait. If a white man said, "I wouldn't date you because you're dark skinned," you would be so offended.
No,
If
I
you
wouldn't
say you're not,
because I've had black men say that to me. Ooh.
that's racist to me. Like, I mean, I understand you got you could just say, "I prefer not to." Not, "Oh, I wouldn't date him because he's dark skinned."
I don't like dark-skinned men. Everybody knows that about me. Ask my family. How does Sunny feel about dark? Nah, she likes light-skinned guys, and I just find them more appealing, and there's nothing wrong with that.
No,
There's
it's nothing wrong with
absolutely
it.
nothing wrong with that.
But when you say it and you put that in the atmosphere, that's racism.
Oh, we're gonna
Racism is
pull up the
demonstrating
definition of
into another.
racism
Yes.
because I just gave you what racism is and you didn't disagree, but somebody's preference, like Chris Brown doesn't want to date a black woman, and he gets called a colorist because he wants to be with an Asian woman. What? Like, can we not have preferences anymore?
And that's just like Kyrie Irving. He gets called all type of names because he won't date black women, and when he's with all these women, they're only white and Hispanic. Like white, like what is so wrong with black people? What is wrong?
We just have a preference. And if a Dominican was dark, guess what? I wouldn't want to be with that Dominican either. I don't give a fuck if they're just black. I don't care. Okay, the definition of racist. It literally means a person who believes in racism, the doctrine that one's own racial group is superior or that particular racial group is inferior to others. Where am I racist, man? Because I never said they were underneath me.
So
Joe Biden is racist.
Because of what? The 94 crime bill?
Because he just said that we're stupid. Because he said we're just as smart and bright as white kids.
We're just as smart and bright as white kids? That's racist?
That's very racist. Why would you say, oh, you guys are just as smart as white kids? Don't worry about it. As if white kids are the standard. He called black kids roaches.
That's racist, yes.
He authored a crime bill that directly targets the black community. And y'all voted for this fool. Y'all voted for this fool. But I'm racist. But the police officer's racist, but you voted for a racist.
And Trump isn't? Oh, come on.
Oh, man.
Like, he's still getting sued for people when he built all those apartments down on Fifth Avenue because he didn't pay those Hispanics. He's still getting sued for that.
Why did Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton and all the black leaders give Donald Trump an inclusion award, the Rainbow Coalition Award? Why did he get that every year for years? Why is the racist white man that don't care about black people, why did he pay for Jesse Jackson's campaign to run for president not once but twice? Why did he offer office spaces to black people for opportunities for them to be able to show up on Wall Street? If he's so racist, why would he do any of that? Has Joe Biden done that?
Probably not. I don't know.
Why is Herschel Walker Trump's best friend?
It's who?
See? You're making all these, like, Herschel. You don't know who Herschel Walker is?
I've heard of him, but no, not really. You said it's his best friend?
Yes. Herschel Walker will tell you that. His kids play with Trump kids. They grew up together. But he's so racist. Rappers shout out Trump all the time in their rap lyrics until 2015.
Who does?
Jeezy, T.I., Diddy. I can keep going. Swiss Beats. Fabulous.
Since 2015, they shouted him out?
Before 2015, and when he decided to run, he was racist. I don't know. I don't know. This some people in the black community, you just have turned off life. And the only thing that y'all see is racism. That's the only thing y'all see. I just gave you, I don't know how many instances of how this man has helped our community. And then I even paraphrased it. I mean, compared Joe Biden, you admit that he's a racist and what he's done that's racist.
Yeah.
But the guy that's actually helping our community and has helped us for years, y'all spit in his face. Any black person or any white person that has tried to help, you guys spit in their face, bro. Repeatedly. And we continue to still want to help and still wake up the black community. Continue, because I haven't stopped and I'm never going to stop. Ben Carson, y'all dog him out. What does he know? He came from poverty. His mother was illiterate. He was illiterate. Y'all dog out Thomas Sowell. He literally came from the hood, bro, and made it out. But black conservatives, this is what we get from the black community. But y'all kiss the white man's ass. I don't get it.
Yeah. You don't hear about all that with Trump. I'm just telling you, like, from like where I'm from and what we hear. We don't, you don't hear about all that.
I'm sure. I came from the same backgrounds. They don't talk about white people in a positive light. I talk about my story all the time. I grew up thinking white people hated me until I had to really be around white people to see that they don't really give two craps what color I was. They cared about my character and the person that I was. That was it. That was it. Well, because we don't like to be accountable, everything is racist. Everything. Oh, you just putting black people down. No, maybe I'm talking about a demographic of black folks that make us look like crap. They make us look terrible, and they have the stage. People like me, people like Candace Owens, B. Tatum, Robert Smith, all those guys, Terrence K. We don't have the nation's attention. Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, and all the black men that disrespect black women every day, the entertainment industry, LeBron James, they have y'all's ear.
Unfortunately, negativity sells and is more popular. It's so unfortunate. That's just like at work or with your friends. Negative drama is gonna move so quickly, just like wildflowers, over something positive. And it's like, even if you go somewhere, if you talk about a place, oh, have you ever been to Red Lobster? If someone has a negative experience about Red Lobster, that is gonna do more damage than if you be like, oh, Red Lobster is the best seafood place ever, as an example. But people are gonna remember the negativity. Unfortunately, negativity, sexual things sell. That's what gets people's attention. Just like these video games, like Call of Duty and stuff, that is so violent. But that's one of the number one games for PlayStation and Xbox. Why? Because it's violent and you're shooting and you're able to cut off people's heads and stuff like that. Unfortunately, that's what people like. That's why they have all these Basketball Wives, Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewives. They have those. It's unfortunate.
And you have to look
why is it more popular? I don't know why.
You just said why. We like negative things. We don't like positivity. We
Exactly.
like we like things that are self-destructing. We brutalize our own communities and then get mad at white cops. We rape our own women and then get mad at white cops, get mad at a white person, and we do the most disgusting thing to our own people. And the Democrat Party has destroyed the black community. Their policies are still enacted to this day. And we don't do anything about it but vote for them every 4 years and every 2 years in our local election cycles. If black folks really want to change, truly want to change, they would stop the insanity, because doing the same thing over and over and over is insanity. I stopped. I voted for Obama twice.
Mm-hmm.
And what he did was a slap in the face to every black person in this country that felt hope, because wow, man, a black man is in office. That was historical. And that's never going to change. But he got in office and he did nothing. Nothing. So I'm always going to call out the Democrats. I'm going to continue to call out Republicans. I'm going to call out anybody who has no good intentions. And people are going to fight against it because they don't understand, because they don't have the knowledge that I have. They're not willing to do research. They fight against it. You don't know what you're talking about. No, you're just a coon. I'm a coon, but I care more about you than you.
Mm-hmm.
I get on here every day for somebody to call me some type of derogatory name. You know what? I'll be back tomorrow, because you're going to come back tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You got to do research, man. If you're not going to do research, then you don't have an opinion. Like, you don't.
But the problem is, like, you don't know what's real and what's fake anymore. That's the problem. That's why I asked you, how do I know your stuff is, how do you know your sites is legit?
I can show you video footage, news coverage of Trump getting awards. I can show you music videos of rappers having him in their videos. I can show you news clips over and over and over of Democrats labeling black men super predators. Joe Biden saying that we're beyond the pale. You can't help us. Just lock them up. Don't worry about it. Because if you don't, they're going to mess with your mother, my daughter, your daughter, and we can't have that. How many black people were in the room when he said that?
I don't know. Mm.
Clarence Thomas had to sit there and be questioned by Joe Biden for allegations that weren't even true. Sexual allegations. I know a lot of people don't even know about that hearing. How many times has Joe Biden been accused of sexual assault? And how many times have we had to see him sit before the Senate and be ridiculed and ask questions about your personal life, what you do here, how's your relationship with your wife? Doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm.
You can fact check everything I say. In fact, people have come back to me and was like, damn, yo, I fact check everything you say because I want to find you wrong somewhere. And they can't, because I stay rooted in common sense. Just straight up common sense. 1 + 1 is 2.
Mm-hmm.
Just do your research, man. That's all I can tell you. You're the only person that can find out the truth is you. And when you start to actually read stuff, and you don't just read one news source, read multiple, because they're both going to favor one side or the other. Fox News favors the right. They don't ever give Republicans a hard time. CNN favors Democrats. When's the last time you saw a Republican or a conservative go on CNN and have those conversations?
And I watch CNN every night.
You don't.
Right.
They talk about doom and gloom. It's racism, police brutality, COVID-19. Go get your vaccine. Trump is this. Trump's a threat to democracy. Trump this, Trump that. Trump. Trump is out of office. What now? You going to pay attention to Biden?
But that's just like after the election. How long did Donald Trump talk about Hillary Clinton? For all 4 years. Like, okay, you won. Let it go. Let it go.
If he did that, I would have called him out.
He talked about Hillary Clinton all the time. All the time. It's like, dude, you're in the office, just be the president. That's it. He was talking about Obama for a long time. It's like, dude, he's out of the office. Move on.
Now we have Obama while he was in office nonstop. Hell yeah. He talks about Hillary while they was on the campaign. Hell yeah. Why shouldn't we talk about crooked politicians that have been fucking the American people? Why wouldn't you guys want him to talk about these politicians that are screwing us? How many times did he go after Ted Cruz? Ted Cruz is a Republican. Trump is still going after Ted Cruz, and he ain't even in office no more.
I know.
So it's the equal opportunity thing, man. If you're corrupt, I'm talking about you. I don't care what letter you have behind your name. I don't care. If Donald Trump was corrupt, you can best believe I would be tearing his ass up every day, which is why I talk about Rand Paul, Lindsey Graham, Mitch McConnell. I talk about all these crooked politicians, and they have an R behind their name, and Republican voters don't like it. But guess what? You're going to wake up today, tomorrow, somehow, because I'm going to be that annoying alarm clock that you hear every morning, and you hate it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't dislike me. You don't even dislike what I say. You fight against it because some stuff you're not sure of, and you're skeptical. Like, are you like everybody else? Are you really telling us the truth? And you're allowed to do so. But I've proven myself over and over and over. You've been on my show I don't know how many times now. I don't let anybody come after you or disrespect you.
Wait, repeat the last sentence because I lost service real quick.
You're fighting against me, and I did the same thing. I did this to my husband for years because he would tell me these exact same things. I'll even give you my story on when I actually just turned off the whole racism thing because I used to think just like that. It was Mike Brown. I was so scared for him. I said, "You're black. A cop's going to harm you." And I was crying. And do you know what he did? He laughed at me. He was like, "What is wrong with you?" I leave the house every day and I come home fine every day. What are you talking about? Nobody's going to mess with me walking down the street. And I had to sit and think of him like, I had to stop. And say,
so
wow.
What about Trayvon Martin? What did he do wrong?
I don't think that George Zimmerman is right for shooting him. Nobody does.
But
the world stood up for Trayvon Martin.
He got off. So some people think he had every right to kill that boy.
That's the justice system. That has nothing to do with the American citizens.
But they had a jury. The jury, that's the American people.
That has nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with the viewers here.
But but I'm just saying that's another black boy, unarmed, just walking down the street. What is it? He just bought a Gatorade or whatever he bought in Skittles.
And that was another American citizen who shot him, not police.
Yeah. But we're not just, you just talking about cops and your husband with cops. I thought you were talking about just nobody wasn't going to mess with you. There was,
Go ahead.
No, even Ahmad, I can't think of his name, but he was looking in an empty house and got gunned down by 2 white people just for walking around and jogging. What is it? Ahmad
Arbery. Yeah. And guess what? Every American said that's wrong. But how many black people does that happen to every year? Please tell me how many white people are just walking around shooting black folks.
I mean, I don't know. And then everything is not report, is not I mean, on social media, or we don't have video clips. There's a lot of things that happen that don't even make the news. Like in Philly, I live close to Philly. All right, and black on black crime is so high. It's so many shootings going on that we don't even hear about a percentage of it because it's just much. So things happen that we don't hear about.
Okay, so what about the black people that go into white neighborhoods and murder children? Bad people are bad
Yes,
people.
absolutely. No matter what color, what race, what gender you are, absolutely.
Hey, look, O.J. Simpson murdered his wife, and he ain't in jail.
Sure do.
So,
And karma got him. He had to spend time in jail for other stuff, for stealing his memorabilia. But he killed Nicole Simpson and her friend. Like, but he got off because he had great lawyers, and money talks. That's the problem in America. The dollar bill is so valuable, and it's so sad. It's crazy. A lot of people get off because they have money. Like Meek Mill. I love Meek Mill, but he got money, so he's gonna get off. He got off on his charges.
and
You know?
why aren't black folks mad about that?
I don't know, but I was mad about that. Like, some things is just crazy. Black, white, women, men, Indian, Chinese, it doesn't matter. Right is right and wrong is wrong. But when you have money, it speaks value, you know? And that's in everything. It's so, that's just crazy. It's sickening.
We got to do better. That's the moral of this conversation is we have to stop blaming white people. We need to stop blaming racism, and we need to deal with our own communities. That's it. I'm so tired of hearing racism and then turning on my computer screen because I don't watch the news. I refuse to. And seeing another black man dead, another black child dead, and seeing black people say nothing. But as soon as a white cop kills a black person, y'all want to be out in the streets protesting, tearing shit up, doing all this extra stuff. But you can't even do that for your own.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm the sellout, but I'm the one bringing attention to all these stories because mainstream media ain't doing it. Oh, they'll tell you about the racist white cop. I'm more likely, you and I are more likely to be killed by people that look just like us.
Mm-hmm.
Not a white person, not a white cop. That's why I say white supremacy and racism in America today is BS. It's BS.
But it still exists. I mean,
you're never going to get rid of racist people. And that, if they want to be racist, that is their right. They're not any less I don't even believe they're less of a person. I just believe that is their thought process. And you know what? You're allowed to have it.
Since birth. Yep, and that was instilled with them since birth.
And so was my hatred for white people. I hated white people. And it wasn't because they did anything to me. It's because of what my parents taught me.
Mm-hmm. And then once you got older to realize, like, oh, that's not true. Like, for so long, when I was younger, you know, we used to think that gay people, like especially men, was sick, nasty. Like, stay away from them. You know?
Yeah,
But
they're
that is what you brought up with. That's just
all
like
I'm trying
black
to say
people.
is, and thank you, Paula, because you took the words out of my mouth. America's not a racist country. No country on this earth is walking around without traumatic events or things that happen there. But this country is not racist. The people, some, a small minority, they're racist. But it doesn't speak for the country as a whole because you and I are talking. There are white people that are watching us, and not one person has flung a racial slur at you because they don't look at you as less than. They look at you as another human. In fact, you have a lot of comments that are in support of you, just simply thinking about stuff. Remove your feelings and just think about it.
Hold on 1 second. Fill
Mhm.
out regular.
Hey, bro. I muted you. Sorry. Go ahead.
But this country was built on slavery, like slaves. Like slaves built this country.
How many slaves built other countries outside of the U.S.?
But we're talking, I don't know, but the U.S. is, I mean, that whole Jim Crow and Rosa Parks, Martin Luther King, and all that, that's why we have those people.
And we invited it back in.
Say it again.
I said we invited it right back in.
Mm-hmm.
So if racist people feel emboldened now, y'all don't have nobody to blame but yourselves. And I'm talking to white, black, whoever decided to vote for Biden. They don't like black people. Like they don't, bro. You can see it in the policies. If you can see it when you go to hometowns, when you go to small cities like mine, predominantly black cities that have been ran Democrat for 50, 60 years, man. We've been voting Democrat for 57 years. 57 years. And nothing has gotten better.
Nothing. And it starts at home because even in my household, you're raised Democrat. You know, that's
Mhm.
where it starts.
Absolutely. I agree with you there. You're told to. I didn't know why I voted Democrat. I knew that Republicans are racist and we just vote Democrat. That was my limited knowledge of politics until I started to do my own research. And no, it's not easy at first. It's not going to be easy. It's not meant to be easy. This is going against years of somebody telling you something to find out it's a lie. I was angry for a long time when I found out all these things. I was so angry. Like, why would you do that to me? Why would you set me up for failure like that? But you know what? It's not their fault because our parents raised us with the tools that they were given. My mom came up during the civil rights era, which is why she has a lot of the thought process that she has.
Mm-hmm.
As you get further down the line, that stuff slowly starts to disappear. That's why you have more openly black conservatives that are like, nah, bro, like I'm good. I don't got nothing to worry about.
Yeah.
Jonathan, man, I love you. I love black people too. I swear I do. I'm just not about to affirm you and you're wrong. Like, no. Nope. You want to have a conversation and talk to me? I will absolutely sit down and talk to you. But you're not going to get anything more out of me. You're not going to get me to admit that racism is real. No. Or let me not say racism is real. You're not going to get me to say that America's racist when we are the most privileged black people on the planet.
Of course, yeah.
So this country can't be that racist. We have to stop thinking about slavery, and that doesn't mean that you just ignore that Like you don't acknowledge that it happened. Absolutely, you do. But it's 2021. You go 400 years ago. You know how many times I hear that? Like, bruh, did you get slapped with a whip? Did somebody put you in shackles? Did somebody take your kid away from you and sell you to the next person? No black person is being sold today in America. So why are we talking about race? Why are we talking about slavery?
Yes, part of our history, but that's just like with jobs. They have the EEO now. They have to put out an EEO now statement because they have to hire, like, now you have to hire a certain amount of blacks, certain amount of women, certain amount of um Asians. That's they had to make a law about that because black people wasn't getting the same opportunity, or women wasn't getting the same opportunity.
They're doing that to meet a quota to say that we have a certain type of black person. Now, what if a black person or a woman came to your place of work, right? And they don't have any of the experience you have. They didn't go through any of the schooling that you went through, but they come in there making just as much as you do, if not more, because of that stupid law.
Mm-hmm.
How is that being equitable and equal to all when those people didn't even do all the hard work you did to be where you are?
Yeah,
It's it's pandering.
but what about
Qualifications only.
but what about I went to school, nursing school. A white woman went to nursing school. We have the exact same qualifications, but they hire her. But they're not going to tell me they hire her because she's white. Or what if we both get hired and they give her $25 an hour, they give me 20, but we have the exact same qualifications.
I've never experienced that. I've always made more than white people that I've worked with. Always.
I mean,
My
personally,
mom just had this conversation with me. She said she's older. So as you get older, the less valuable you become in the job market. It's just life. People call it ageism. I call it life. Get over it. A younger person came in and just like you said, they came in, they got the job, she didn't. Now, they could have literally given that person the job because they're younger and you're phasing out because you can't do as much as this young person can do.
or you want more money because you have more experience.
It can't always be race. There's so many other factors to life. So many other factors to life. I could walk in your job and make more than you, and what would be the excuse then? Dang, she just came in and you make more than me, and I've been here longer. I'm black. How many white people has that happened to? You guys work in a position for so long, and another white person that may be younger than you and has less experience than you, but they come in and they make more than you. What's the excuse then?
Mm-hmm.
It can't always be race.
But that's the first thing that we think of. I mean, we
It
as
is.
black.
Don't you think that's bad? Like, don't you think that's like it's probably not a good mentality to walk into any situation with because you end up internalizing and taking everything. You get offended about every little thing.
Mm-hmm.
We can't do that, man. I don't have a problem with black folks. I love black folks. In fact, I think I love black folks more than they love themselves. So what do you think about this now?
What, our conversation?
Just I hope I really hope you take this conversation and go look into some things. And if you're not sure, my inbox is right there. Is this a good source? Where should I look? How many sources should I look at? You can watch Glenn Beck. He's not associated with either party. He's an independent journalist. You can do Steven Crowder. I watch Brandon. I can't watch a lot of Brandon Tatum, but I watch Brandon Tatum, the Hodge twins. These are all independent journalists that you can watch that are going to give you the truth no matter what. I'm telling you, man, you got to stop watching CNN. They're not your friend. Not my friend either.
Okay.
Yes. Damn, I know you were mad. It happens to a lot of people in the military, yeah. You come in and your sergeant is 10 years younger than you and you got to listen to them and they make more than you. It sucks, but it's a part of life.
Well, I appreciate us having this conversation. Next, when I just don't be so rude. That's the moral of the story. Stop being
I'm
rude
not
and hard.
rude, man. I'm not rude. People just don't know how to take somebody being direct with them anymore because this society has been coddled. If my kid, listen, when my son or my daughters, they ask me an obvious question, do you know what I say? I don't know. You tell me. I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they're like, oh, mom, you hurt my feelings? You know what they do? They'll go try to figure it out. I talk to my kids the same way. I coddle them and say, oh, come here. No, I don't do that. We have real conversations.
And now,
go ahead.
Now, when you speak to your kids, now, do you persuade them to one side versus the other, or are you in the middle?
What do you mean?
Like,
in aspects to what?
Like Republicans and Democrats. Like when you speak to your kids about them, do you try to teach them or steer them to be a Republican, or teach them or steer them to be a Democrat or independent? Or do you just say you pick whatever you want to be?
I don't teach them about parties. I teach them about America. You know, they see what their dad does and we tell them the truth. They ask questions. They wanted to know about COVID. Hey, mom, why are we still wearing masks? Well, we have a president that thinks masks work and he's following what the CDC says. Oh, wow. My daughter, every day, I'm sick of this mask. And they hear me talk, of course. I'm their mom. They're around me. But there is no Republican or Democrat in this house. There is American. And when they get older, if they decide to go be a liberal, guess what? That's what they go decide to be. But I'm not going to change myself. I'm going to keep being the person I was since they were little. And if anything, they identify as conservative, not Republican or Democrat or like political parties. And that's just because of how we live. Everybody's heard I wish I could find that video. My daughter got upset because my son, he said, you like Joe Biden because you're still wearing a mask. And she's like, no, I don't. I'm wearing the mask because it's the rule. I don't like Joe Biden. They have those conversations. If you ask them what is the greatest country on this earth, guess what you're going to say? USA.
America. Mm-hmm.
If you
Which it is.
them,
that's why everybody wants to come here.
Right. If you ask them, because this is their lifetime and what they've been paying attention to, who was America First president? Donald J. Trump. And I'm proud of them because they go to school with liberal children And they have those conversations. And second, first in kindergarten, they have conversations about politics. And my kids are not afraid to say, I support Donald Trump, and say why. So I don't believe in parties. I think the two-party system is a trap. And I think we're all stuck in a matrix. Instead of questioning both sides, we just side with either or. I'm not even on the right. I'm right leaning. It's too many radicals on each side that I don't identify with.
And now where you are, you're in Japan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys have to wear masks and stay. Is that the same 6 feet apart? Are they listening to what the United States is doing?
Well, we just go off of federal law. That's and every military base goes off of federal law. So if the U.S. is
United
doing it,
States federal or like
no, just basically what's happening in D.C.
gotcha. Okay.
No, nobody does a 6 feet apart. And half of us barely wear our masks because people are tired. Service members are tired. We have no end in sight. We don't know when we're going to stop wearing masks. We don't know when our kids are going to go back to normal. I can't even go to my daughter's graduation. I have to watch a pre-recorded video of her graduating kindergarten. It's wrong what they're doing, man.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
You remember that? She was so upset. Just do research, Tiffany. And if you need help, you can reach out to Casey or me or anybody at Primetime Patriots. Nobody's going to be rude or turn you away. But I will meet sarcasm with sarcasm. I've been that way since I've done this. If people are chill, guess what? I'm chill. You start talking crazy, I'm going to meet you where you are, and I'll probably exceed it.
All right. Well, I appreciate you taking the time. I know it's early over there doing this, but don't worry. Listen, you're not gonna like everything I say. That's okay. We're gonna agree to disagree. So it's all love, though. I appreciate what you guys are doing. Keep it up, and that's it.
Awesome.
Well, you have a good night, good day, whatever if you want to sleep, and I'll hear you soon.
We'll see you.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love you guys too. I don't mind having those conversations. When we have them, if you're respectful, I'll be respectful, bro. If you get on here cutting up, we're going to have a fun show because I'm going to cut up right with your ass. Plain and simple. If you want to know where to get this shirt, you can go to our website, primetimepatriots.org. Kaylee has the best These are icebreakers. I get people that look at they're like, some people, they're like, eh. But a lot of, now I'm noticing a lot of the wives are like, I love your shirt. Or if I wear a Trump hat, they're like, I love your shirt. I love your hat. A lot of service members stop me. And sometimes they say, thank you. Thank you for not being afraid to stand up for what's right. Just you got to stop being afraid. I know a lot of people are afraid to go against the grain, and it's scary. I won't lie. It's scary, but it's worth it. Once you wake up from all the lies, all the BS that they sell you, you're unstoppable. Unstoppable. When you have knowledge and you know what you're talking about, unstoppable. So I hope everybody enjoyed that. I have conversations like that with people all the time. Sometimes they go left, just like we watched the other day of somebody who claimed to be conservative, and she was all over the place. I can't remember her name. What is her name? Laura. She came on here guns blazing. You talk about black women. I'm like, this show is about black women. And she said, oh, Well, you don't talk about the black man. Do we not have a choice? um, Black women don't control culture. Says who? If Cardi B and Nicki decided today, guess what? Ladies, respect your bodies. Don't bust it open on camera. Don't bust it open on the stage. Do you make your money, but don't objectify your body. You know how many young girls would listen? You know how many adult women who are very immature would probably start thinking about having respect for themselves? There would be no Kevin Samuels if you guys respected yourselves. Like, there would be no Kevin Samuels if you grew up. She was upset, but I like having those conversations. So invite your liberal friends, especially the white ones, because I want to know why they feel like they have so much privilege in this world. And I also would like another black liberal to be on the show with me. And I want you to hear what these people think. They think you need them. And they think that they're born with this birthright simply because they're white. Is that not the definition of a racist? Let's pull it up before I go. I want to drop a bomb. Definition of a racist is what? One that believes their own racial group is superior. So all the white people walking around saying they have white privilege, you're a racist because you think you're superior simply because you're white. Democrats mind fuck their voters every 4 years into believing nonsense. I'll be doing a show about that. Anybody who says they have white privilege, you're a racist. And every black person better start calling it out. They're born with special privileges and they get through life easier because why? Because they're white. Crazy, man.